India 6, Oscar. Are we on the air? I think we are. Well, a very good afternoon, everybody. This is Volunteers on the Air and Basic Amateur Radio Talk. It is January 31st, 2023, and happy to have the live audience, and also you'll be able to see this in recording on the Twitch TV. So before we get started with our Volunteers on the Air event, and let me, discuss this a little bit. What is Volunteers on the Air? Well, it's an event that has begun in January this month and will end in December 31st, and that's 2023. So you'll have lots of opportunities to participate in the event. That's for sure. Anyway, there we go. Now what you're looking at now is the pan adapter of my Flex 6400 and a little bit of me. That's all you need, is a little bit of me. Okay, so as I was saying, Volunteers on the Air event, the concept of the event is to make contacts with all U.S. states, 50 states plus territories as well, and a certificate will be available after the event is over. Each state has 2 opportunities for 1 week to participate in the event. New York has started this week, will end tonight will be the last opportunity for New York. The second opportunity, all states will have 2 chances, will be in May. So that's a little background about Volunteers on the Air, and I'll get on the air in a couple of minutes and we will begin to contact stations around the world, maybe, and around the country. But let's talk about getting started with amateur radio. Some folks that will be listening to the stream might perhaps get the idea that amateur radio may be something that they're interested in trying. Maybe your school has an amateur radio club and it has a station there, and as you walk by the room you heard voices coming out of a radio, sometimes strange lingo, QST, QRZ, 73s, on and on. Or maybe a friend has a CB radio station. It seemed interesting that he could talk to someone in another state or country with a small antenna. Whatever that spark, you might want to explore the idea of, where do I start? Well, my story about getting involved in amateur radio is getting on my bike and looking for a house with a big antenna on the roof. Now, in no time, I found that antenna a few blocks away, knocked on the door, and was greeted by a big dog and my eventual mentor, who started me on my journey of amateur radio. Now, that bike story doesn't happen much anymore because, for good or bad, we have the internet, or the badder net. But my first search now would be the ARRL, the American Radio Relay League. That's where I'd start. They're the National Association for Amateur Radio. And the league not only is a source for getting started, a valuable encyclopedia of information, it's also a voice to our government to protect the amateur radio spectrum, or in other words, frequencies which commercial entities are always trying to acquire. So in my story, I mentioned my mentor with the dog, and the local club can be your mentor to help you to get your first license, your technician's license. So after you sign into ARRL website, let's look for a class. So let's get a little idea of what we might want to do in our search going to the ARRL. And let's take a look at what that might look like. Okay, so let us go to, we're going to end up here at the Volunteers on the Air site. So let's see what we are looking at there. Okay, there we go. Now, let us start, let's go to the home here, to the ARRL. And now that we're here, and you may not be able to see this too well, but you'll get the idea. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we go down here to licensing links, and we look at, what do we want, finding a class, Find an exam site. How about find an exam site? You know, in the old days, the olden days, covered wagon days, when we drove around on horses, you'd have to go to a specific location, usually a big, imposing building with a guy standing there with a cigar on his face, and a very intimidating event, but not anymore, not anymore at all. So we're going to now find an exam site. So clicking on that, we find an amateur radio license exam in your area. Okay, so let's take, for instance, my area. I'm in New York, Long Island, New York, and my home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. So let's look here. Let's look for New York, and we will then do a little bit of search. It looks like we're in other countries. Okay, so let's get to the USA. Okay, USA. And now we're going to look for a state or territory. All right, so the state we're looking for is New York. And now we start our search. Now we're looking for a place that we can perhaps take the exam. Now you'll see here where it says exam sessions, kind of scroll down, and we see different locations for different exam sessions, a lot of different places. We can look here as an example, Bethpage. Let's go for Bethpage as an example. Let's say you're in the area, click on Bethpage, and you can see it's sponsored by the Grumman Amateur Radio Club, and it talks about the time of the exam, and it gives you a little background about when the exams will take place. So that's one idea. But what we're looking for here really is a mentor. So what I'm looking for is a club that I'm a member of. Let's look at Lindenhurst here, the Great South Bay Amateur Radio Club, where I started, where I got my licensing. Again, every state has these facilities. Now this is a little unusual in that the Great South Bay Amateur Radio Club has an emergency operations center in part of the town, and because of all the good work the Great South Bay Amateur Radio Club does in emergency communications and supporting all types of different thons that go on, whether they're radiothons or whether they're different type of fairs, they support it with a lot of volunteers. So here's an example, Great South Bay Amateur Radio Club. They talk about walk-ins, and they're allowed. But importantly, they have meetings. So you'll go to the Great South Bay Amateur Radio Club or your site, and you'll find out when is there a meeting, and perhaps when would the exams perhaps likely occur. So that's a starting point. So if a technician class is not on the current schedule, you might want to attend a club meeting anyway and discuss your hobby with other club members. Maybe meet a mentor, preferably without a dog. Not that there's anything against dogs. But anyway, okay, that's our lesson for today. So I'll continue to discuss other ideas on getting started and finding your first antenna and radio in subsequent talks. But the ARRL sponsors many of the on-the-air activities, and this one, as I discussed earlier, that I'm participating in is Volunteers on the Air event, and it's an event that's running until December 31st, 2023. And so we can go back to that page again here, and you can go to Volunteers on the Air and find out all about it, the announcements, when there will be a schedule in your area. There's state activator schedules, and you can scroll through that and find out when your state will be representative. Now, each state and territory will have the opportunity to use the famous Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey call sign with their numerical designation. For instance, it goes from number 1 state, which could be New Hampshire or Connecticut or Vermont, to number 10. Now, New York is number 2. So you'll hear me say Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2. That's because we share the number with New Jersey. So each state will have 2 times in the year to participate. And the next one we'll be involved with is May. So the stations that will be calling me will send in their logs to qualify for a certificate, which many people enjoy collecting. So I'll be streaming, as I said earlier, on Twitch TV. So you can go to my channel, which is https://www.twitch.tv/Whiskey2 Juliet Victor, W2JV. If you're on live, you can ask any questions in the chat window. If you see this presentation at a later date, you can send your questions to me, W2JV, at amsat.org. Okay, so let me get set up to find a clear frequency so we can begin to activate our activities. Stand by, please. Okay, so the next thing is to try to find a clear frequency here. I'll turn up the audio, and then I'll be able to post it and DX Summit. Nice to see a lot of activity here. I'm going to lower the microphone so I don't over-modulate. Is the frequency in use? Okay. Let's do another test this time with the amplifier on. Is the frequency in use? This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey. Portable 2 will be setting up for volunteers on the air. Is the frequency in use? Okay, nothing heard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post it. This is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. We'll be posting this frequency. Stand by, please. So that's WA1 stroke 2. The frequency is 14,251.45, 450. Okay, posting that and the information. Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor is the station that will be operating W1AW Portable 2 in a moment. And that's Voda. Okay, so we spotted ourselves on the frequency, and that's it. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. A couple minutes early, but here we are. CQ calling CQ. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey. Stand by, please. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey. Let me go to my console here so you see what we're doing. We don't need that music anymore. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2 New York. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2 New York, calling CQ. When you contact the station, if you'd like, I'd like you to give me your name, your state, and the year that you were licensed. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, W1AW, Portable 2 New York, CQ, and listening. So who wants first to be aboard?
November 9 Golf X-Ray India. November 9 Golf X-Ray India.
Well, you are the loudest. I've heard other stations, but you win the lottery. Unfortunately, the prizes that I could give you are only psychic prizes. Well, very good afternoon. November 9 Golf X-Ray India. My name is Peter, and I think your name is Peter also. Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. And I'm located in Northport, New York. That is where my portable station is for Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2. The year that I was licensed, Peter, and I hope that's your name and you're not using your middle initial, correct me if I'm wrong, was 1964. And that coincidentally was the New York World's Fair. Okay, over to you, and you give me your signal report, by the way. You're 10 plus over 9. Wonderful signal, good audio. So, yeah, if you can give me your name, your location, the year you were licensed, and any other questions that you might have on volunteers on the air. That's a mouthful, but thank you, Peter. You're number 1 in the queue. Thanks a lot, sir. Over to you.
Okay, this is November 9 Golf X-Ray India. Peter, I'm in Illinois, 50 miles west of Chicago, and I was licensed in 84.
Roger, Peter, 1984. And the reason I'm asking is I'm also streaming on Twitch TV. So if anybody at all would like to move on over there after the contact and follow what's going on, my pleasure. And you can also hear your wonderful signal as well. And you can go there to www.twitch, TWITCH TV, / my call, which is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. We're ambassadors of the hobby. A lot of folks that are on the Twitch stream are not amateur radio operators, Peter, and everybody else. And because of that, we want to put our best foot forward, which we do most of the time. And having the year license is interesting because they'll get an idea of just the range of people that are involved in amateur radio. Congratulations, Peter, on your license. So I'm going to part with you now. Thanks a lot for bearing with me. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. Again, your name, your state, year you were licensed, and any other questions that you might have. Whiskey 2, no, actually Whiskey 1. I'm going to put a nickel in the jar every time I say Michael. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, portable to New York, QRZ.
November 4, Bravo, Lima Delta. November 4, Bravo.
Roger, November 4, Bravo Lima Delta, is that correct?
Affirmative. November 4, Bravo, Lima Delta. Name is Bob, Bravo, Oscar Bravo. Running about 100 watts here just outside of Orlando, Florida. And I don't know exactly the year, but I'm going to say 1978 or 1979. Over to you.
Roger, Bob. Okay, well, we'll take 78 or 79, and you're 5 and 8, Bob. 5 and 8 signal. Nice signal into Long Island, New York today. Thanks a lot for that. I appreciate that very, very much. I really do. Anyway, also, what is also exciting here for some of us is following DX, and the DX that we're following right now is the Expedition, the 3 Yankee, Oscar Juliet, 3YOJ. And for those that might be interested, the latest here is Team Co-Leaner Ken, LA7GIA says, we are anchored off Cape Fee. We have started the preparations for landing. Conditions are difficult, windy and rain. At early afternoon, we hope the sea will be better and the wind will turn to the northwest. If possible, we will go to onshore during the short weather window to start setting up the route to the camp. Climbing glacier conditions have changed. We can see the seals up on the glacier. We'll update later. An incredible expedition, as many of you know. Bouvet, B-O-U-V-E-T, is number 2 on the most wanted DX list. Number 1 is North Korea. Don't think that's going to happen in the near future. And if anyone at all has any questions at all on the expedition, please ask me. Maybe any hints and how to make contact. I don't know if I can help you much with that, but one of my club members, KO8SCA, Adrian, is one of the team members on the Bouvet expedition. Took them about 14-day sail from the Falkland Islands to reach Bouvet. So that's exciting. So if anybody has any questions there, please ask. This is the last day for New York, so we're going to do as much as we can, depending on the number of people that we have looking for us, but we can also have conversation as well. QRZ, Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, portable to New York.
This is November 4, Bravo, Lima Delta again. Just wanted to give you your signal report here, 5-9 and sometimes 10 over. I'll be clear. Good DX in 73. November 4, Bravo, Lima Delta.
Rob, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Thank you for the report. Thanks for coming back to me on that. Really appreciate it. CQ calling, CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, portable to New York. CQ calling, CQ. Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, portable to New York, listening. Kilo Papa 4, America Zulu. I missed the last letter. Roger, Kilo Papa 4, Alpha Zulu Hotel. Very good afternoon to you. My name is Peter. I'm located in Long Island, New York. I was licensed in '64, and your signal is 5 and 8. 5 and 8. Over to you for my report. Go ahead. Oh, Tom, thank you. I wish you were still here, but I'm glad. I'm sure you're glad you're not. We would have loved to have your company, and I can see you waving off your tower on your QRZ page. That's great, and great on 74 getting your license. That is terrific. That really is, Tom. Thanks so much for making contact with us. Nice signal, and in fact, my first contact with the other territories, so that's great. You're number 1 for Kilo Papa 4. Good luck and enjoy the Volunteers on the Air event, and try to make contact, if you want, with as many states as you'd like. 73s. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, portable to New York.
Alpha Bravo 3, Victor Kilo.
Alpha Bravo 3, Victor Kilo. Nice call and a nice signal, about a 5 and 8 here into Long Island, New York. My name is Peter. I was licensed in '64. So give me what you need. My signal report, if you like, the year you were licensed, and your location. Go ahead.
Hello, Peter. My name is Kenny. Kilo Echo, November Yankee. I'm in Greensboro, North Carolina. You're 5'9" plus 10 dB. I was licensed in 2014 over in Ripon, England, Yorkshire, England. Took all 3 tests in 1, and I'm a former Long Islander myself.
Well, that's great. Very interesting to take your test in England. I'm sure they have. I'm curious though, Kenny. Do they have the same VE setup as they have here in the States?
I took all 3 tests in one sitting in right near Ripon Cathedral in Yorkshire, and they were.
Oh, that is fantastic. Well, good for you, Kenny, and that's great. Thank you for that information. Yeah, we're interested in any tidbits of information of how you got licensed, the circumstances, and what anything you'd like to add, which would be interesting to our listening audience on Twitch TV. 73's Kenny, thanks a lot. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable to New York.
Kilo Juliet 4 Bravo Alpha Delta.
Roger, Kilo Juliet 4 Bravo Alpha Delta. Very good afternoon to you. My name is Peter from New York, Long Island, New York, representing New York for Volunteers on the Air. And as I said earlier, I was licensed in '64. And I think you know the drill. Whatever information you'd like to give me, signal report. You're about a 5 and 8, by the way, a 5 and 8. And I was licensed in '64. Go ahead.
QSL, Peter. This is Bill, Bravo, India, Lima, talking on the late 91, and a ground-mounted vertical in the backyard, and licensed in 2007 December, and then upgraded, I think, somewhere around March the next year to general, and that's about it from here. We're near Lexington, Kentucky. We're in Richmond, Kentucky. Go ahead.
Roger that, Bill, in Richmond, Kentucky, and thank you for that. Very good. That's nice to get your license and get elevated as quickly as possible. I waited too long. Actually, you know, family and job. I was originally licensed in '64, but didn't upgrade until '95, and one of those things that happened, life gets in the way, but good for you for getting it done more quickly than certainly I did. 73's to you. Enjoy the day, and thanks so very much for making contact with Volunteers on the Air 2023. My name is Peter, Long Island, New York. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable to New York, QRZ. Yeah, there's a station nearby. I may have to move off frequency. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, CQ and listening. I'm not sure if there's a station trying to contact us. We're on 14.251.450. Very strong station, which is a little bit case or two away from me. 14.251.450, QRZ. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. This is Volunteers on the Air, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable to New York. CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable to New York. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, CQ calling CQ. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable to New York, listening. QRZ? Victor Papa 2, Echo India Hotel, I believe. Let me know if that's not right. Victor Papa 2, Echo India Hotel. Thanks a lot. A 5 and 5, 5 and 5, here into Portable Headquarters Station. Go ahead with your information, sir. Roger that. Yeah, I heard a bit of that. There's another station. I'm going to have to move a little frequency, Ira, but thanks a lot for that. I think you said you saw me on Twitch TV. I waved back to you, and didn't quite see you waving to me yet, but perhaps we'll pick that up. So unfortunately, Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of interference, so I may have to move off frequency. But you're in the log, and thanks a lot for that information. And behind me is my AMSAT banner. I think you acknowledged that. Radio Amateur Satellite Corporation, AMSAT, and of course the American flag. I do a lot of presentations for the Radio Amateur Satellite Corporation, and on my YouTube channel, there's a lot of getting started on that. Let's see if I can pick you up one more time, Ira. This is Whiskey, yeah, you got my call right. Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor is my home call. Back over to you, Ira. Let's see if I can pick you up again. Go ahead. Roger, yep, I got the 5-7. Yeah, there's, we're going to have to move a couple of KCs down, but in fact, let me move down. I'm going to move down. Stand by, and I'll let you know where I'm going to move to. Stand by a second, Ira. 14, 251, 450. Is the frequency in use? Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey. Ira 14 246 650. Is the frequency in use Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2? CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone anywhere. This is Volunteers on the Air Station, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2. CQ calling CQ, anyone anywhere. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2 listening.
Whiskey 8 Delta Oscar Foxtrot.
Whiskey 8 Delta Oscar Foxtrot. A very good afternoon to you. 5 and 9 here into Long Island, New York. What I'm asking for is certainly a signal report, and you're 5 and 8, 5 and 9. Year that you were licensed and your location. Go ahead.
Roger, Roger. Well, you are 20 over in North Central West Virginia. This is Doug, Whiskey 8 Delta Oscar Foxtrot.
Doug, thanks a lot. Thank you for the signal report. I really do appreciate that. Thanks for making contact with us. You're in the log, and all you have to do is, if you're interested in getting a certificate down the line, is send your log information to Logbook of the World. 73s to you, sir. Thank you so much for the report, Doug. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2, New York.
Kilo Delta 9, Mike Golf Zulu.
Roger, Kilo Delta 9, Mike Golf Zulu. Good afternoon to you. My name is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. My home station here is Northport, New York. My home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Name is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. Peter, and I was licensed in 1964. So if you could pass on the year that you were licensed, signal report, and state, I'd appreciate that. Over to you, sir.
Roger, Roger. I was licensed Kilo Delta 9, Mike Golf Zulu here. I was licensed in January 2019. You had a 5959, and my QTH is near Fort Wayne, Indiana. Over.
Roger, thank you. Thank you for 2009, Fort Wayne, Indiana. All got that. Thank you so very, very much. Appreciate that information. It's very, very helpful to have that. And as I said, we have subscribers listening on Twitch TV, which we're streaming live right now. And we'll also have that recording on my Twitch TV channel. 73s to you, Rob. Thanks for the time. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2, New York. QRZ.
Whiskey 4 Charlie November Alpha.
19.
Okay, Whiskey 4 Charlie November Alpha. Thank you so very much, sir. 5 and 9 plus. Name is Peter, 1964 is your license. Go ahead.
Yeah, Peter, my name is John. I'm located in Asheville, North Carolina. That's Alpha Sierra Hotel Echo. Here in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and I've been licensed since 1983. QSL?
QSL 1983. That's great. Terrific. And you sound great. Audio is really just crystal clear. Nice presentation, John. Really appreciate that. And as I said, John, we've got people listening on Twitch TV, and anybody have any questions at all about Volunteers on the Air, please feel free to ask. Or if anyone has any questions on the Rate the Expedition, 3 Yankee Oscar Juliet. Be happy to try to answer those questions. 73s to you, and thanks so very much. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2, New York.
7-3.
7-3. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable to New York. CQ calling CQ from Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable to New York. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. This is Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable to New York for volunteers on the air. Last day for the New York segment of this until May. QRZ, Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2.
Whiskey Bravo 0, Kilo
Whiskey
Foxtrot
Bravo
Charlie.
9, America United Victor Mobile.
America United Victor, stand by for one moment, please. The Whiskey Bravo 0, go ahead. There's a Whiskey Bravo station.
Whiskey Bravo 9, America United Victor.
There you go. Whiskey Bravo 9, America United Victor. Thank you so very much. 5 and 8, 5 and 8. Go ahead.
5959, Southeast Illinois. I am mobile. I have had my ticket since 2007. Go ahead.
Roger, 2007. That's terrific. Thank you very, very much for that information and safe driving. And thanks for that information. We appreciate the signal reports, the year that you were licensed, and your location. So thanks for that information. I appreciate that. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable to New York. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere for volunteers on the air event. This is a New York segment. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable to New York, QRZ. Roger, Kilo India 5, Charlie Hotel Bravo. Good afternoon to you. Nice signal, 5 and 8 here into Long Island, New York. Go ahead. Roger, thanks for the 5 and 9 from North Texas. I appreciate that. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2.
Whiskey 3, Papa Alpha Lima, Mobile.
Whiskey 3 Papa Alpha Lima Mobile. Thank you so very much, sir. Good afternoon. 5 and 7 here into Long Island, New York. Go ahead.
Roger, thank you. You are 5 by 9 into South Carolina, QSL.
IQSL, a 5 and 9 into South Carolina. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Safe traveling, and thanks for making contact with the New York station, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, QRZ.
Whiskey Delta 9, Delta Whiskey Tango.
Roger, Whiskey Delta 9, Whiskey Delta 9, Delta Whiskey Tango. I think I have that right. You're 5 and 9, 5 and 9. The name is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo, licensed in 1964, and we're located in Northport, New York. Over to you for your information. Go ahead.
Roger, Roger. You are 5-9 plus 10 here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Name is Dave. Been on HF for about 4 months.
Congratulations, Dave, being on HF for 4 months. Are you recently licensed or just jumped into HF? Go ahead. Well, congratulations and welcome aboard. What radio are you using, Dave?
It is a Yaesu FT991 Alpha, and I'm loving it.
Yaesus are a beautiful radio. FT991 is always reaching the top of the class. It's always considered to be almost the gold standard in radios. Good choice, for sure. Good choice. Are you a member of any clubs, Dave?
No, not right now. Not at the moment. I'm getting ready to retire, so I might have a little more time to get more involved in other things, and clubs and activities are going to be one of them.
Well worth it. Well worth it. Terrific. Good. And I wish you a happy and long, long retirement. And yeah, there's a lot of benefits when you join a local club and certainly get involved in the emergency communications part of the activities, and as well as all the other events that support amateur radio. Because after all, we are licensed as the amateur radio service, and that's our number one, certainly, pursuit. Well, congratulations. Thank you, Dave, for that information. And as I said earlier, we're streaming through Twitch TV and YouTube, so a lot of folks certainly can benefit from what information they hear from us, and maybe make them less intimidated about getting involved with our hobby. Back over to you, Dave, for any finals. WD9, DWT, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor's my whole call, Whiskey 1 Alpha, Whiskey Portable 2. Over to you for any finals, Dave.
Okay, Whiskey 2, Juliet Victor at Whiskey 1 Alpha. Whiskey Portable 2. Very good. Okay, thank you very much. This is WD9DWT, and appreciate your coming back in 73s. And, oh, by the way, I did enjoy Winter Field Day. That was a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to Field Day coming up later in the year. WD9DWT is clear.
Roger that. Yes, our club too, the Great South Bay Amateur Radio Club, is also involved in Winter Field Day, and it is a lot of fun, and you can work from home if you'd like, and a great way to just get that radio warmed up. Thanks a lot, Dave, and congratulations on your upcoming retirement, and hope to hear more of you on the air. 73s. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, QRZ.
Kilo Juliet 8 Romeo.
Is that Kilo Juliet 8 Romeo?
Roger.
Thanks so very much. 5 and 9, sir. 5 and 9. I was licensed in 1964, and home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. And you're a nice signal. 5 and 8. Go ahead.
Roger on the 5 and 8. You're 5 and 9 in Ohio. Name is Al Alpha Lima. I'm in Trotwood, Ohio, just southwest of Dayton, out near the old Dayton Hamvention site. Licensed in 1979. Peter, you're doing a great job. I love your audio. The way you handle yourself when you're handling the business. Congratulations on the thing that you're doing. Keep it up. 7.3s from Dayton, Ohio. Kilowatt Japan 8 radio.
Well, Al, thank you very much. I do appreciate that, and that means a lot to me because my bonus is certainly tied to the number of compliments I get. As they say, hi. That's a big hi. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. And yeah, I do like to run a lot of special events. Luckily, we have a couple of club members here who do a lot of special events. We did certainly the 12, 15 days of Christmas. We did the event for the Warriors. We did the event also for the COVID event. So a lot of time on the air and a lot of fun. Thank you so much for that, sir. And be safe and have a good day. 73s to you. Thanks again so very much. Very much heartfelt. 73, sir. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, QRZ.
Kilo Charlie 9 on November, Kilo India.
Roger, Kilo Charlie 9, November, Kilo India. Thank you, sir. Very nice signal. 5 and 9, good audio. Name is Peter, licensed in 1964, and the home location is Northport, Long Island, New York, and what else can I say? My home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor for any complaints. Over to you for my information, sir. Go ahead.
Roger that. Yeah, you're 5'9" up in southern Indiana. I need your call sign. Could you repeat your call, please?
Oh, I certainly could for you. My pleasure. I think your name is Mark. It's Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, and we're located in New York. And for the log, you should put in Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey /2 to be recognized properly. Is that good enough for you, Mark? Go ahead.
No, sir, I don't.
Okay, so the call is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2. Do you have that?
Got it. QSL. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, 73s, and thanks for participating with Volunteers on the Air event. We really appreciate it. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York. CQ calling CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere for Volunteers on the Air, their rent. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, whatever I said doesn't make sense to me either. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, QRZ.
Whiskey Delta 4, Charlie Mike Sierra.
Whiskey Delta 4, Charlie Mike Sierra, very nice signal, 15 over 9 here into the Long Island, New York station, sir. My name is Peter, Northport, New York, licensed in 1964. Over to you.
Whiskey Delta 4, Charlie Mike Sierra. My name is Paul. I was originally licensed back in 1970. Recently got relicensed. I'm running a ICOM 7300. I'm outside of Raleigh, North Carolina. And you are contact number 1 for me since I got relicensed. Your signal is you're 5x9. Back to you.
Well, thank you, Paul, and I'm honored to be number 1 as you get back on the air, and I will give you many, many compliments. The 7300 is, as you know by now, an outstanding radio that you will enjoy for many, many years and really never outgrow the radio. It is just a phenomenal product by ICOM, and I have the companion radio on the VHF UHF side, the 9700, which I use for my amateur satellite work, and also the repeaters in the area as well. But what a phenomenal radio. I'm sure you're very happy with it. Congratulations, Paul. Congratulations on that. And what kind of antenna there are you using? Go ahead.
I'm running a 20-meter dipole up in the attic, about 25 feet up off the ground, and my shack is up on the second floor, just under the antenna. Go ahead.
Well, that's great, and credit to for your ingenuity, and also a comment to people that perhaps are somewhat limited in what they can put up, and thinking, well, if I can't put up, you know, a big Yagi, if I can't put up a tower, if I can't put up a pole in some of the restricted areas that I might live in, I can't operate amateur radio. But Paul, you proved it, and you know, your signal at times is 15 plus over 9, so you don't need a lot of aluminum, a lot of antennas to get on the air. So congratulations to you, and wear out that radio. Please do that. Over to you, Paul, for any finals. Go ahead.
No finals from here. Appreciate the contact, appreciate the comeback, and look forward to working a bunch more stations. WD4 CMS, clear on your final.
My pleasure. WD4 Charlie Mike Sierra Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2. Thanks a lot. Yep, work many. They'll be there. There's many represented. Go to the Volunteers on the Air site through ARRL, and you'll find out when its schedule is for each state and each territory that's operating through Volunteers on the Air. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, that was a pleasure. W1AW, Portable 2, New York, listening.
Contact.
Yeah, contact, go ahead.
Yeah, WD4DMS, W4D4DMS. This is WD9DWT. Do you have a copy, quickly?
WD4 CMS, I copy. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, Paul. Very good. Just wanted to let you know I also am operating with a dipole antenna in my attic. I have a dipole in my attic as well. I'm located in Indianapolis, Indiana, and my name is Dave.
Okay, Dave, thanks for coming back. Can I have your call sign one more time, please?
Roger, then I'll let it go back to net control there. My call is WD9DWT. That's Whiskey Delta 9, Delta Whiskey Tango.
Got it. WD9 Delta Whiskey Tango. Thanks for the contact, Dave. WD4 CMS.
73, thanks. Back to net control.
My pleasure, Dave, and that signal is just great. Both of you guys have just a very respectable signal that you can work some nice DX with that signal, that is for sure. Our propagation certainly is on the upswing, so everything is going to work in your favor, guys. 73s. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, QRZ.
Alpha Delta 4 Foxtrot.
Nice call, Alpha Delta 4 Foxtrot. Thank you so very much, sir. 5 and 9 plus here into Long Island, New York. My name is Peter, and I was first licensed in 1964. Go ahead.
Roger. Great to meet you, Peter, and great to connect with the W1AW mothership. So appreciate you representing them. Yeah, located near Charlotte, North Carolina. You're a solid 5.9 plus here as well. Go ahead.
Jeff, thanks a lot for that. And yeah, it is certainly my pleasure to once again operate portables for the W1AW station. I last operated in 2014 during the ARRL Centennial Convention, and my picture on my QRZ page, my home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, is me at the controls of the W1AW station. I get goosebumps every time I think about it. Sorry, I'm an old-fashioned kind of guy, and I was operating through the amateur satellites on that particular sequence on Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, the real deal at the home station. So it was a pleasure, it really was. And it's once again a pleasure to operate the station here with the portable call. Really, certainly an honor to do that. Anyway, 73s to you, sir. Nice signal, and pleasure meeting you as well. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, QRZ. There's no waiting right now. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York. CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, QRZ. I may have to move a little off frequency. Stand by. QRX. I'm glad to see the bands are busy. It's frequency in use. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2. is the frequency in use? Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2. Well, let's give it a try. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2 for the volunteers on the air, New York. Standing by. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, representing the volunteers on the air event sponsored by the American Radio Relay League. W1AW, Portable 2, New York, listening. Victor Echo, stand by. Whiskey 4 station, come in again.
Victor Echo 3, Hotel Charlie.
Victor Echo 3, just stand by a moment. Have a very light station that's mobiling. Victor Echo, stand by. The Whiskey 4 again. Roger, Whiskey 4, Charlie, Whiskey Delta. Thank you, good afternoon. About a 5 and 5 here into W1AW Portable 2. Go ahead. Thank you for the 5-9 in Southern Alabama, and thanks for the repeat on the call. 73s, the Victor station, the Victor Echo station again?
Yeah, Victor Echo 3, Hotel Charlie Kilo Mobile.
There you go, Victor Echo 3, Hotel Charlie Kilo Mobile. Thank you so much, sir, for being so patient. I appreciate that. That other station was very light mobiling. You're about a 5 and 7. Nice signal in the mobile. Go ahead.
Oh, you're 5 by 9. I'm just coming out of Detroit, Michigan, south on 75, headed to Cleveland, Ohio. You've got a great signal there for being portable. Go ahead.
Thank you so very much, Sean. Actually, this is my home station, the Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. That's my home call, Sean, and I have certainly the couple of things going for me. The 6400 Flex, which is a phenomenal radio that I've enjoyed so very much. The SPE Expert Amplifier, and my Navaspa 5 antenna. So they're all working in harmony to produce a pretty good signal for you. I hope your name is Sean. Correct me if I'm not. VE3, Hotel Charlie Kilo Mobile, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2. Over.
Oh, great contact, great contact. Thanks for your time. And 73s, all the best with your park-to-park there.
Okay, well, enjoy that as well. And yeah, that's another phenomenal event. The parks are on the air. They really do a phenomenal job. Very busy. 73, sir. Safe traveling. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, QRZ. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, QRZ. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York. CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, QRZ.
Kilo Echo 4, Papa November Tango.
Roger, Kilo Echo 4, Papa November Tango. Good afternoon. Name is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. I was last licensed in 64. Give me your information if you will, sir. Go ahead.
Name is Randy, Raleigh, North Carolina. I've been an extra since 2004, and appreciate you guys, and am an ARRL member.
Well, thank you so much, Randy. Congratulations to you for being an ARRL member, and thank you for making contact with the Volunteer on the Air special event portable station. Appreciate that. Best of 73s to you, and congratulations on your year licensing. That's great. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York. Is that Kilo Charlie 5 Romeo Papa Foxtrot? Roger, got the 5-8 in Texas, sir. You're a 5 and 7 here until Long Island, New York. Best of 73s to you. Thanks so very much. Do you have any questions at all before I leave you? Go ahead. Well, we are having fun, and my pleasure. Just too bad that it's ending for New York tonight, but nevertheless, every state has to have 2 turns in the barrel. 73, sir, thanks a lot, and thanks for the compliments. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York. First, the Alpha Romeo first. Go ahead.
Kilo Delta 5 Alpha Romeo.
Roger, Kilo Delta 5 Alpha Romeo. Very good afternoon to you. My name is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo, located in Long Island, New York. Last license and first license in 1964. Again, nice signal, about a 5 and 8. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, my name is Brad, Bravo Romeo Alpha Delta, located here in Northwest Florida. You're about the same, about a 5'8" here, and I was first licensed in 1992. So, anyway, back to you.
Roger, Brad. Thanks a lot. And I have to acknowledge, Brad, your QRZ picture page, because it's a beautiful statement by your 3 children. And I will read it, and I hope I don't embarrass you. To the world, you are a dad, but to your family, you are the world. Isn't that a wonderful statement? God bless you for you and your kids, Brad. That must have really paid goosebumps for you, and I'm sure that's hanging in your shack. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. It's hanging right above my head right now. So, yeah, my family means the world to me, sir. That's for sure.
Well, that's wonderful, and clearly you're making it work. Those are just wonderful, kind statements that kids just don't throw that out just for the heck of it. Thanks for sharing that on your page. You know, there's a lot of interesting pictures that I see as I pull up the log here on the QRZ page. I've got to list that as number 1, and if you want to hear that again, let's see, we're about 59 minutes into my Twitch TV stream. So if you want to hear yourself there, Brad, you can go on Twitch TV, W2JV, and you can hear yourself and how great you sound, and your kids look wonderful. 73s, Brad, and I'll leave it over to you for a final 73. Great to the kids. Thanks so very much for those very, very worthwhile sentiments.
Well, thank you much, Peter. I sure appreciate it. And as I say, my family means more to me than anything, and I think that's the way it should be. Too many people don't put family first, and that's kind of sad, really. But anyway, yeah, Peter, great to talk to you, and have a great day. I love you guys up there in New York, and God bless you. And 73. This is KD5AR.
Worthwhile statements. I wish that somehow that kind of feeling about how you place kids number 1 could be injected into everyone, but you know, that makes the world go around. But you're making it go around just fine, and you put your head down on the pillow and you say to yourself, I'm doing a great job, and it never ends. My niece, God bless her, has 6 kids, and each and every one of them is treated like there's only one child in the family, and it is just a joy to see. You either have it or not. You know, as someone once said, people have a knack for things. Well, she's got a knack for that, and you've got a knack as well. Sorry to get on the soapbox, guys, but that's how it goes here on amateur radio. 73s, Brad. Good for you. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, portable to New York, QRZ.
Whiskey 1 Kilo Oscar Mike.
The Kilo Oscar Mike, just stand by for a second. I believe we have Whiskey Alpha 6 Sierra Zulu Echo. Do I have that right? Hiya, Bill. Thanks a lot. You're a 5 and 8 here into Long Island, New York. Thanks for the contact. I appreciate that. The Charlie Station, go ahead. QRZ, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, portable 2.
Whiskey 1 Kilo Oscar Mike.
I wrote it down, sir, and I forgot where I put it on my page. Actually, I've got to, let me get this thing out of here. It's stuck. I actually did not write properly on the page. Whiskey 1 Kilo Oscar Mike. Thank you for your patience. Good afternoon. 5 and 8 here into Long Island, New York. I was last licensed in '64. My name is Peter, and I'd like to hear your information. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. You are strong 5'9" here in Tennessee, in a small town called Reedyville. My name is Glenn, and I'm a general. Only been licensed, I forgot how long. It's been quite a few years here. Just now getting back on the radio for a while. It's been nice. I've been enjoying it.
Well, we're enjoying having you on the radio, and you're putting a nice signal on there. Congratulations on getting activated again, and you got a nice signal there, and I really appreciate you making contact with a special event station. That's great about amateur radio. A lot of special event stations always going on. 73s to you, sir, and be well. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, portable to New York. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is volunteer on the air special event, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, portable to New York.
Whiskey 4 Alpha
November 4, Echo Oscar Japan.
Echo Oscar Japan, stand by. Whiskey 4 Alpha Alpha, go ahead again.
Whiskey 4, Alpha Victor, Gene, Chop, Echo, November Echo in Columbia, South Carolina, over.
Thank you, Gene, from Columbia, South Carolina. Nice signal, 10 over 9 here into the portable headquarters station of W1AW. Thanks a lot, Gene. Best of 73s to you. The Echo Oscar Juliet, come in, please.
November 4, Echo Oscar Japan, QSL.
I certainly QSL, November 4, Echo Oscar Japan. Good afternoon to you, sir, and nice signal. I'm going to tell you it's a 10 over 9 plus with very solid, clear audio. Over to you.
That sounds great. I just added some more ground radials for 20 meters, so I'm glad that I'm picking you up really well. Thank you so much. I've got you about 30 over. Sometimes it peaks at 40 over. Roger.
I roger that, and thank you so much. You know, ground radials are so important, and it really counts on the transmit side as well. As you well know, you can really put more of the effective signal out to the antenna, so good for you. I noticed the difference between when I operated the POTA Parks on the Air station, between 6 radials and bringing it up to 14 radials made a big difference. Good for you. 73, sir, and thanks a lot. By the way, what year were you licensed? Go ahead.
I was licensed as a general last year.
Well, congratulations, and thanks again for such a great signal on the air, 73s. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, QRZ. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, QRZ.
Kilowatt 9, London, Queen, Zebra.
Roger, Kilowatt 9, London, Queen Zebra. I like those phonetics. My name is Peter. You're about 10 over 9. Go ahead.
Okay, Peter. Fine. I'm writing here in the logbook. Yeah, you're strong here in the southern Indiana. The handle here is low. Love Ocean, William, easy, love. And where are you operating portable at? What's the QTH there, Peter? Go ahead.
Good question, Lowell. Thank you so much for that. Yes, the QTH is Northport, New York, Long Island. It is on the north shore of Long Island, about 45 miles from New York City. My home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Go ahead.
Okay, Whiskey 2 Juliet Dog. Okay, got that there. Well, heard you calling CQ, Peter. Just turned over on 20 meters, see how many people were around and where they were from. And heard you calling CQ. So anyway, we're just off here, not doing anything today. We got a lot of ice here in southern Indiana, and it's just not a fit day to be out for any reason, about 25 degrees. But we have a lot of ice here. So what do you do on an icy day? You're enclosed in the home. Here, can't go out. You ham radio. Hi. So anyway, I guess the first time I've actually worked W1AW there. I don't recall ever before, but so anyway, but I must have, because I got a QSL card up here on the wall among about 1,700 cards up here. So back to you, keep it short in case somebody else wants to work you. W1AW Portable 4, Portable 2, K9LQZ, Salem, Indiana, listening.
Thank you, Lowell, for Salem, Indiana. And no, that's fine. This is more conversational than DX type of contacts, and you're absolutely right. A day that is designed to be in the shack, and there are many days that we can get outside, but clearly this is one of those days where it's better to be indoors. Yeah, here in New York, the temperature now is 38 degrees, and we had some light snow this morning, and it's still kind of wet out there. It looks like we're going to have a bout of rain. So once again, a good day to be enclosed with our radios and our portable locations. 73s, and again, good for you for working WNAW and getting a nice card among the 1,700 that you have. You must have some pretty big walls there. Hi. 73s to you, sir. Anyone else out there? Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2 New York. Keep me company. Over.
Yeah, take care, Peter. I've got them in 2 different rooms here. Hi. And I've got about another 1,000 in a box over here. I don't have any wall space for them. 73s, my friend. Take care. W1AW, Portable 2, New York, K9LQZ listing.
It's like a little museum there, Lowell, K9LQZ. Thanks a lot, and thank you for sharing that information with us. I appreciate that. A lot of folks here that are listening to my stream are saying, what's a QSL card? And I think you explained that very nicely. 73, sir. QRZ, Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is volunteer on the air station. Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York. CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, listen. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, volunteer on the air station, Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, listening. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, W1AW, Portable 2, New York. CQ calling CQ. This is Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, listening. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere for volunteer on the air station, Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, QRZ. That's Kilo 4, is that Kilo India? Yeah, you slipped away from me. Kilo 4 again with your call. Yep, can't pick you up, didn't hear you at all there. Try again, Kilo 4 again. Kilo 4, this is Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm going to move off frequency. The reason I can't hear you is I have a station giving a lot of interference right near you. I'm going to be trying to move to a new frequency. QRX, everybody. Is the frequency in use? This is Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2. Is the frequency in use? Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Special Event Station, Portable 2. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, volunteer on the air event from New York. Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, QRZ. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ from Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, W1AW, Portable 2, New York. CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, QRZ. November 5 again. Roger, November, I think I have it right. November 5. Golf Oscar Kilo. November 5, Golf Oscar Kilo. Do I have that right? Thank you so much for that. You're 5 and 5, 5 and 5. Go ahead for my signal report. Well, thanks a lot for that. I appreciate that, and thank you for repeating the call. You're in our log, and you can get a certificate at the end of the event. Thanks so much, sir. QRZ, Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York. November 4?
Oscar.
Say again your call.
November 4, Foxtrot, Victor, Oscar. Over.
Thank you. November 4, Foxtrot, Victor, Oscar. Thank you. 10 over 9 here into Long Island, New York. My name is Peter. Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. Go ahead.
Roger on that. Got you a 5-9 plus 10 here in Tennessee. Your cut really booming in. And the handle here is Charlie. We're in Cleveland, Tennessee. Over.
Thank you, Charlie. Thanks for Cleveland, Tennessee. I appreciate that, and thank you so much for the signal report. Very grateful to hear that. Thanks so much. 73 is Charlie, and have a safe day. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York.
Victor Echo 3, Yankee Tango, November.
Victor Echo 3, Yankee Tango November. Good afternoon. About 15 over 9. Name is Peter. Go ahead.
QSL, Victor Echo 3, Yankee Tango, November. I have you 59 Ontario, Roger.
I roger the 5-9 over Ontario. Thank you so very much. Best of 73s to you. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha, Whiskey Portable to New York. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Volunteers on the Air event brought to you by the American Radio Relay League. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha, Whiskey Portable to New York. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha, Whiskey Portable to New York. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, Whiskey 1 Alpha, Whiskey Portable to New York listening. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha, Whiskey Portable 2 in New York. Whiskey 1 Alpha, Whiskey Portable to New York, QRZ.
Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, this is Kilo Echo 4 Mike Delta.
Yeah, well, thank you, Kilo Echo 4 Mike Delta. Very good afternoon to you, sir. My name is Peter, Papa Echo Tango Echo Romeo, home QTH Northport, New York, Long Island. Over to you, sir.
Roger, Peter, thanks. Handle here is Jeter, that's Jeter in 17. And we're in Navarre, Florida. And you're about 5'8", 5'9" here.
Jeter, thank you so very much for Navarre, Florida. Good signal and good audio, so thanks a lot for making contact with the special event station, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey. I appreciate that. Best of 73s to you and have a wonderful, safe day. QRZ, this is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable to New York. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable to New York. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable to New York. Listening. Roger. Kilo Tango 4 Zulu Mike. Good afternoon to you. About a 5 and 7, 5 and 7 into Long Island, New York. Go ahead. Bruce, thank you so much for the 5 and 9. I really appreciate that very much, and thanks for the location as well. I appreciate that. Best of 73 to you, Bruce. Have a very nice day. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable to New York.
Whiskey Bravo 0 Delta Zulu X-ray.
Roger, Whiskey Bravo 0 Delta Zulu X-ray. Good afternoon. About a 5 and 7, 5 and 7. Go ahead.
You're 5'9" plus 10, Missouri. Thank you.
And thank you as well. Thanks for the 5-9 plus 10. I do appreciate that. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2. Kilo 4 again. Thank you, Kilo 4 Lima Oscar X-ray. Thanks for the 5-9 in Florida, and you're also 5 and 7 here into Long Island, New York. Appreciate that. Best of 73s to you. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable to New York.
Whiskey Bravo 5, Canada, Mexico.
Whiskey Bravo 5, is that Canada, Mexico? Any more letters?
Yes, Canada, Mexico, Italy. Charlie Mike, India. The name is Robert, and I'm in Northwest Louisiana, over.
Thank you, Robert, for Northwest Louisiana. Whiskey Bravo 5, Charlie Mike, India. Thank you. By the way, 5 and 9, Robert, 5 and 9. Thank you so very much for that, and appreciate that. Anything else before 73s? Go ahead.
Yes, also, you're 5'9" also. I forgot to tell you that. Sorry.
No problem. It's in the log. Thank you so very much. 73s to you, sir. Thanks for making contact with Volunteers on the Air. QRZ. Roger. Kilo Echo 4 Delta. Good afternoon to you, sir. About a 5 and 6, 5 and 6. Go ahead. John, thank you for Central Florida, and thank you for contacting us at Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2. QRZ. QRZ?
Kilo Delta 0 Tango Yankee Uniform.
Kilo Delta 0 Tango Yankee Uniform. Do I have that right?
That's close. Kilo Delta 0 Tango Yankee Uniform. I got you 5'9" into Colorado. Name is Joe, Juliet Oscar Echo.
Thank you, Joel. Appreciate that. A lovely dog you have on your page. Kilo Delta Zero Tango Yankee uniform, Joel. Thank you. And you're 5 and 8, 5 and 8 here. Go ahead for any finals. Go ahead.
You bet. 73T. I know you got a lot of people to talk to. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. Have as much time as anyone needs, and everybody's patient. And we'll be back on the air again in May. But there will be number 2 stations still through the end of the day on different bands. QRZ. Thank you, sir. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable to New York. QRZ. Kilo 4 again?
Kilo Oscar 4, Delta X-Ray, Quebec.
Roger. Thank you, sir. Kilo Oscar 4, Delta X-Ray, Quebec. Thank you. Good afternoon. 5 and 8. 58. Go ahead.
5-9, Southeast Tennessee. What part of New York, then?
Yes, Northport, which is the north shore of Long Island, about 45 miles from New York City. Northport, New York. My home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Go ahead.
Roger. I know where Northport is. I'm from the other part of Long Island. Brooklyn, Greenpoint.
No, my partner was from Greenpoint. A lot of nice places to visit, a lot of restaurants, and still, Greenpoint is a as you well know, a very expensive place to live. Do you agree with that?
Like Greenpoint, Brooklyn.
Roger that. Well, thanks a lot, and best of 73s to you, and thanks for a little visit. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable to New York, QRZ.
Alpha Juliet 4 November.
Oh, big signal, Alpha Juliet 4 November. I'm going to give you an honest 1509, 1509, almost illegal. Anyway, good afternoon, sounds great. Power is great too, sounding very, very good. Good audio is really what I meant. Anyway, I was licensed in 1964, kind of asking people that. My name is Peter, and Northport is my home location. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, very good there, Peter. You're sounding great down here in the state of Alabama. You're 5'9 plus 20 here. Great audio, big signal down this way and sounding good. I just tuned in across the band and heard you, and I said, well, I got to make a call there and see if I can make a contact with that guy. And then I heard you give the call as W1AW, and I appreciate you operating the station from W1AW.
Well, thank you very much, and I'm glad you stopped by for a little visit. I really am enjoying your picture on your QRZ page. That beam just looks glorious. It almost looks like a broadcast TV station. Is that a Roan 55 that you have anchored there? Go ahead.
No, that's actually a Ron 25, and it looks taller than it is in the picture. The picture makes it look real tall, but it's only 60 feet.
Oh my goodness! Yes, it looks like 150 feet from this vantage point. That's terrific. And the beam, it looks like maybe, is that a Mosley 3-element beam?
It's a Cushcraft A4S. It's a pretty good beam. It's about 30-something years old. I got it from a guy that took it down and put up a step IR. And he had this beam, and he told me, he said, Joey, just take that beam home with you. If you can use it, take it and put it together and use it.
And you are using it, and using it very effectively. Yeah, that is a good beam. A lot of people really enjoy that beam. It's very, very effective, very, very well built, for sure. Well, thank you for the tour of your station. I appreciate that, Joe. Thank you so much, and wish you the best of 73s. Anything on your final, sir? Go ahead.
Not a whole lot from here. I do appreciate you going on there and activating W1AW. And from this end, like I say, it's enjoyable to listen to. It's easy copy armchair. It sounds like you're sitting right here in the outhouse with me.
Well, that's fine. I'm sure I'd share some cookies with you if I was right there. I'd offer some to you for sure. Well, thanks a lot, sir. Appreciate that, and thanks for the compliments. 73s. QRZ, anyone anywhere for Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable to New York?
Whiskey Bravo 5, Japan.
Victor November Hotel.
The Victor November Hotel, I think. Just stand by 1 second, if you will. Whiskey Bravo 5, Juliet something.
Whiskey Bravo 5, Juliet, triple letter call. Hey, Miss George, we're in Fleet Intake, Central Arkansas. About 15 minutes, road Whiskey Garage is totally impassable. Don't love it.
Yeah, roger that. I hope so too, for sure. Thank you. About a 5 and 7 here, George. 5 and 7 into Long Island, New York. Thanks so very much for making contact with us. I appreciate that. 73s.
Well, you were about a 5'9 plus 10, but you dropped down to a 5'8 right now. But anyhow, good
Yeah, don't you dare do that. Yeah, a lot of QSB on a lot of signals today. That's just the nature of propagation. But we'll take it. 73s, and we have a large wall here that stops some of that weather. A high. Anyway, the Victor November Hotel, I believe. Come on in.
Yeah, very good, very good. The call is Whiskey Bravo 8. The very nice ham, QTH, Cincinnati, Ohio, the home of the Cincinnati Bengals. You last were 5'9" plus 15. I am using a remote N4GYN located in Buford, Georgia, but I am in Cincinnati. I heard you calling, and I'm like, hey, I know who that is. It's one of the volunteers. Name here is Mike. Over.
You bet, Mike. You bet. Yeah. Good signal, and the audio sounds fine. Doing a great job using that remote station. That's certainly for sure. Home of the Cincinnati Bengals. Well, I'll tell you something. I'm a New York Jet fan, so we haven't had a lot to cheer about really since, as you know, 1969. However, I was not, I do like Kansas City. I've always been a Len Dawson certainly follower. May he rest in peace. But I just was very unhappy with the officiating. I mean, it was clear that it wasn't a matter of a small call. There were some really egregious calls. I think you might agree, Mike. Go ahead.
Well, they always talk about the home field advantage, and that's all I'm going to say on that. Hi, back to you.
Oh, you said a mouthful. You certainly did. What is not spoken is for sure. Yeah, but the league has a way of cleaning things up and making things better and putting certain officials in certain places, like maybe the Little League, AFL. I don't know. Anyway, 73s, and that last play that certainly he ran was really special. Unfortunately, that push was one of those things that you get caught up in the excitement of the game, and that happens. But what are you going to do? That's the story. Anyway, 73s to you, and on to the Super Bowl. Cincinnati's just a great team. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York.
Whiskey Uniform Tango Charlie.
First, Tango Charlie first. Go ahead.
Yeah, Whiskey 8 Uniform Tango Charlie. Good afternoon. The name here is Art. We're located in a little place called Elyria, Ohio, along the shores of Lake Erie. Great signal. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I know Elyria, Ohio. Nice location. Thank you so very much, Art. I appreciate that. Nice signal. 5 and 9 here into the portable station of Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2. Thanks a lot. Nice signal. By the way, 10 over 9, if I didn't say that. Thank you so much, sir. 73s. I think there's a station with Hotel in the call. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Whiskey Bravo 9, Tango, Foxtrot Hotel, Wisconsin, Whiskey India. You're about 5'9" plus some. Name's Gil, Golf India, Lima, Wisconsin, and I'm remote. Actually in my own house, I'm testing this out. And that's FT991 with remote TX. And how's the audio? Over?
Yeah, the audio, good for you. That is, it doesn't matter how far you are, but doing remote requires some electrical gymnastics and getting it all right. And Gil, I'll say to you, the audio is fine, very, very acceptable. What type of microphone are you using, Gil? Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, I'm just using a LabTech desk mic that I use for Zoom meetings. So that's currently what I'm using here right now. Over.
Oh, that's working very well. So let me give you a thumbs up here, which is on my Twitch TV page. And if you happen to tune into Twitch at 1 hour 27 minutes, you'll be able to hear yourself and judge for yourself. So thanks so much for making contact with us, and to have fun with the portable station and using the remotes work as well. And that's a good radio to do that with. The software is very, very, very understandable. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2. Kilowatt 4 Juliet Whiskey. Thank you so much, sir. Good afternoon. My name is Peter. Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo, Long Island, New York. Go ahead.
Good to meet you, Peter. W2JW, name is Jan, Japan Alpha Norway, and I'm in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and you got a beautiful 5-9 signal down this way, over.
Oh, thank you so much for using the word beautiful. That's not a word I hear very often, and I appreciate that. Yeah, it takes a beautiful amount of work, too, as we well know, to try to put a good signal on the air. So thank you for that very much, and thank you for being in the log for Volunteers on the Air 2023. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York.
Kilo Whiskey 4, Romeo Bravo.
Nice signal, Kilo Whiskey 4, Romeo Bravo. When I said nice signal, I'm sure you knew who you were right away. That's me. Anyway, thanks a lot. About 10 over 9, great audio. Over to you, sir.
All right, roger that. Yeah, you sounded great here in Virginia today as well. I've heard you talk to a few stations, so I thought I'd better say hi. I appreciate you picking me up. Thanks for all the volunteers out there as well. 73, good luck.
Well, thank you, Bob. Yes, you better say hi. We're watching. We're watching. We know who you are. So, yeah, thanks for warming up that radio and saying hello to us. I appreciate that very much. Best of 73s to you. And again, thanks for making the effort. Thanks for making the trip to get on the air. We really do appreciate that. We love the company, and we like to be proud of the logs that we send into the ARRL. 73, sir. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, keep me company. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is the Volunteers on the Air event that's going until December 31st, 2023. Each state will be represented 2 times as well as our territories. So come on in and join us. Get in the log. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York.
Kilo Yankee 4, Sierra Papa Sierra.
The Zulu station, stand by. The Sierra station, come on in.
Kilo Yankee 4, Sierra Papa Sierra.
All right, Sierra Papa Sierra. Kilo Papa 4, Sierra Papa Sierra. Thank you so much, sir. 10 over 9 here until Long Island, New York, portable for W1AW. Go ahead.
QSL 10 over 9 into Independence, Kentucky. Name is Jim. Juliet, India, Mary. QSL.
All right, QSL, that Jim. Independence, Kentucky. Thanks for the signal report. 73. The Zulu station, go ahead. Kilo Delta 9, Romeo Mike Zulu. Good afternoon. Name here is Peter. 5 and 7. 5 and 7. Go ahead.
Yeah, be advised, I got your voice peaks about 20 over central Wisconsin. First personal here, Carl, Charlie Alpha, Romeo Lima, over.
Roger, Carl. Yeah, your signal's coming up there on the peaks. Thanks, Carl. I appreciate that signal report. And thank you so much for making contact with the Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2 station. Thank you. We really do appreciate that. 73, sir. Have a good day. Be well. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2, New York.
November 8, Mike Echo.
First, the Mike Echo station.
November 8, Mike Echo.
Roger, November 8, Mike Echo. Good afternoon. Name here is Peter. Long Island, New York is my location. Go ahead.
Thank you, Peter. The name here is David, and you are 59 plus 10 dB in southeastern New York, QSL.
Thank you so much, David. Let me make sure I have the call right. It's November 8, Mike Echo.
Roger.
Yeah, I had the location is Michigan, but I guess you're in a portable location.
No, I misspoke. You're in New York. Sorry about that.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I was listening correctly and really want to make sure I got it in right. Well, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. And by the way, you're coming up to 10 over 9. Thanks for the report. QRZ, W1AW, Portable 2, New York.
Kilo Mike 4, Kilo Yankee.
Yeah, Kilo Mike 4, Kilo Yankee. Good afternoon from the W1AW Portable Headquarters. You're 10 over 9. Go ahead, sir.
QSL, you're also 10 over 9. The name is Mike, and I am near Raleigh, North Carolina, QSL.
Hi, QSL, Mike, near Raleigh, North Carolina. Thank you so much. Thank you for visiting the portable station of Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey 73s. QRZ.
Kilo India 5, Oscar Lima Victor Mobile.
Kilo India 5, Oscar Lima Victor Mobile. Thank you, sir. 5 and 8. Go ahead.
5-9, Tango X-ray.
Lima Victor again with your call.
Yeah, Kilo India 5, Oscar Lima Victor, running mobile, and I got you 5-9.
Thank you so much for running mobile and 5-9. I appreciate that. Be safe. QRZ.
Kilo 2, Golf Alpha Victor.
Kilo 2, Golf Alpha Victor. Thank you very much, sir. K2. Yes, GAV. Nice signal, sir. About 15 over 9. Go ahead.
Okay, QSL, about the same signal report, 5-9 plus 15.
here near Raleigh, North Carolina.
And thank you. What is your first name?
First name is Ted. Where in New York are you?
Thank you, Ted. Northport, New York, on the North Shore. Go ahead.
Okay, Roger. I had the honor of doing a W1AW portables back in 2014 for the Centennial. Have fun.
Yeah, I was there too. I was there. I operated the station for my satellite contacts and did a number of talks with AMSAT on getting started in amateur satellite activity. So it was a wonderful event, and it also saved me money on the new house here that I'm in because I was up there and I delayed making an offer. The offer went down. So I'm going to say the ARRL saved me money. 73 to you, sir. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha, Whiskey Portable to New York. There's a station with Lima in the call. Go ahead. Roger, I got that. Whiskey 4 Foxtrot Lima. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Peter. Northport, New York is the location of the portable station. W1AW Portable 2. Go ahead, sir, with your information.
Correction on the call. It's Whiskey 4 Foxtrot Lima.
The name here is Jesse. You're sounding real good. Strong 5'9", Northwest Florida Avenue.
Roger, Jesse. Come on back. I moved off frequency a little bit. Come on back for another moment. Whiskey 4 Fox Lima. Come on back to W1AW. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, the signal just faded a little bit, and I also moved my hand off frequency. Thank you so much. You're 5 and 7. Thanks so much for making contact with the W1AW station. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, W1AW Portable 2, New York.
Alpha Kilo 4, Tango Lima.
Alpha Lima 4. Alpha Kilo 4, Tango Lima. I think I got that right. Thank you so much, sir. 5 and 8. Go ahead.
You're 5 and 9. This is Clyde. I'm down in Dunwoody, Georgia. Sounding great.
Claude and Dunwoody, Georgia, you sound great too as well. Thank you so much for making contact with us, keeping us company. Thanks so much, 73s. Anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 1 Alpha, Whiskey Portable to New York. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha, Whiskey Portable to New York, CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 1 Alpha, Whiskey Portable 2. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. This is Volunteer on the Air Station, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable to New York, CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ from Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable to New York. Roger, Victor Echo 3, Golf Sierra Oscar. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Peter. Hop Echo Tango Echo Romeo on your 5 and 7. Go ahead.
Well, thanks very much for the 5 and 7, Peter. You're 5 and 9 here. Nice strong signal. I've got my beam aimed at Bouvet Island, I have to admit. And so we're just patiently waiting out the clock and the weather and the boats and moving gear and whatever's going on over there. So if I swung my beam onto you, I'm sure you'd be way stronger. Anyway, thank you so much for the contact. 73.
Well, good for you for doing that, David. Yeah, it's going to be a couple of days before they can get all the gear onto the island. It's going to be a challenge. Hopefully, as you saw from our pilot here in this local area, that they're waiting for some clearing. They think they're going to have that this afternoon to be able to at least make a trail through the glacier they have to climb to get to their operating location. So it may be a few days at least before they set up operations. But yep, we're all looking forward to it, and those guys have done a phenomenal job of just getting to the island and taking that long boat trip. Which really, luckily the seas were pretty good. So good luck, David. I hope to hear your call as I'm monitoring the Beauvais. 73s to you, David.
Yeah, so long as you work them first, right? 73, VE3 GSO.
Well, I don't know. You've got, I think, a better vantage point than I do, even though we're all on the East Coast. But yeah, we'll do the best we can. 73s, and have a wonderful day. And again, best of luck with Beauvais. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha, Whiskey Portable to New York listening.
Whiskey 9 Golf Mike.
Nice signal. Whiskey 9 Golf Mike, about 15 over 9. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're probably the same or 20 over into Wisconsin. Name is Ken, Kilo Echo November. Go ahead.
Thanks, Ken. Thanks for the signal report. And most importantly, the audio that you have is just crystal clear. Great audio. Thanks a lot for putting such a nice station on the air today and in the future as well. 73s to you, sir. Thank you, Ken. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, QRZ.
November 0, Delta, India, Mike.
Roger, November 0, Delta, India, Mike. Good afternoon. My name is Peter, and you're 10 over 9. Go ahead.
Well, that's pretty good, Peter. Thank you for the great signal report. You're coming in 5-9 here in South Carolina today.
Thank you so much for the 5-9 report. I appreciate that. And thanks for keeping me company and making contact with W1AW. That is just great. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, QRZ. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, Charlie Whiskey, CQ calling CQ. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, CQ calling CQ. From Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ for Volunteers on the Air event 2023. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, listening. There's an Oscar November. Go ahead. Is that Kilo 2 Oscar November Alpha? Okay, yeah, Bayshore. There you go. K2ONA. That's why the signal is not booming here. Thanks a lot, Charles. I appreciate that. You're in the log, and thanks for repeating your call. 73s. Well, thanks a lot. Yeah, and thanks for the report. And considering my being now is mostly west. 73s. Be well. Good health. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, W1AW, Portable 2, New York, calling CQ, CQ calling CQ on 20 meters from Volunteers on the Air, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, listening. Give me a call again. I'm a little off frequency. Go ahead again. Come in with your call again. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey. Nothing heard. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2.
November 4, Echo, Mike.
Nice signal. November 4, Echo, Mike. Thank you. 20 over 9 here into the portable station, Northport, New York. 20 over 9. Nice audio. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the report. Beautiful audio on your side as well, and a comparable signal at 20 over 9 in the state of Georgia. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much for making contact with the W1AW station, and very strong signal. Nice audio. Thank you for the return on that. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, QRZ.
Whiskey Alpha 8, Zulu, Lima, Kilo.
Roger, Whiskey Alpha 8, Zulu, Lima, Kilo. Good afternoon, 5 and 8, 58. Go ahead.
Roger, you're 5-9 here in Youngstown, Ohio. We're located midway between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. And you're a good 5-9 in here. Handle here is Andy, and good to hear you on the air.
Well, thank you, Andy, and thank you for putting your location from Youngstown. Thank you. I appreciate that so very much. 73s to you, and again, a nice signal, 5 and 8. And I like what you're saying about amateur radio. May I read this? I love amateur radio. I was first licensed during my sophomore year in high school as WN8UZR. Never owned a complete station as a kid, but upgraded to tech class late in my junior year of high school. Worked my way through college as a broadcast technician at WYSU FM 88.5, a 55 kilowatt classical music, talk, news, and folk NPR station on the campus of Youngstown State University. And you're also a retired electrical engineer. Hope you don't mind that. We're also streaming through Twitch TV, and a lot of potential amateur radio operators would like to know that. And thanks for sharing that with me, Andy. Back over to you.
Roger. And your name again was? I missed that.
That's okay. The name is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo, and my home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Go ahead.
Roger, Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor for the home call, and Peter for with a handle. We'll put that in the log, so we'll look maybe for your call down the old log page there somewhere. Yeah, you must have been to QRZ page there, and you saw my bio there, because you nailed it all.
Yes, sir. Yeah, this software that I'm using, nice logging program, N3FJP or AC log. You can certainly indicate that you'd like to have the logbook come up with the call, and I think that's very, very handy, especially when I'm working portable as Parks on the Air. 73s to you, and thanks for sharing that information. It's very nice to be able to have other people look at it and say, I think I could do that too. 73s to you, sir. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, portable to New York, listening.
Well, you got a good signal into Kilo 8 Delta Lima Bravo.
Roger, the 4 stations stand by. Thank you for that report. Kilo 8 Delta Lima Bravo. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Peter. Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. Over to you, sir.
Roger. Name here is David or Dave, either one. Delta Alpha Victor Echo or India Delta. I don't care. It doesn't make any difference. How's the weather in New York today?
Well, thank you, David or Dave. Doesn't make a difference. I agree with that. Okay, let me give you a weather report. By the way, I do have a 24/7 weather station. It's www.northport, NORTHPORTNY, like New York, weather.com. And I have a cam there, and I have a lot of information, not only on weather, but also on amateur radio and propagation and different things like that. Okay, you asked for the report, Dave. I'll tell you. It is now 39.2 degrees. Humidity is at 58%. Barometer 30.17 and steady. Rain today, we had 0.5 of an inch of rain and a trace of snow. How did I do for you, Dave?
Well, very good. Excellent report. Appreciate that. We're sitting about 21 degrees here, so you guys are almost 20 degrees warmer than we are. I don't know what the humidity is. It's too far away for me to read, but it seems to be an okay day for what we could be having. Uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh. We seem to be having a decent day.
Okay, yeah, I heard that grinding on. You making coffee there, Dave?
No, it's another radio. I don't know why I'm coming into the other radio as bad as that is, but I shut it off. We shouldn't be hearing that anymore.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, no, this has been a really above average winter so far, and I'd like to have a real winter. I think it's just good for the grass, the plants, and the animals get back to some normalcy. So hopefully in February we'll get back to some normal weather, and we'll catch some of the weather you have, Dave. Go ahead.
I hear that. I think I'd like to see a lot more snow so it'll help the water table. Yeah, the grass and the animals, trees and people could actually use it. And it's not going to be too long. If we keep it up at this rate, we're going to be in trouble.
Yes, sir. No question about it. And you know that we can. If there was a yellow light blinking, it's blinking, and I hope more people acknowledge that and make adjustments while we're in this, while we are going through this period, which has lasted much too long. But nevertheless, good points you made. Dave, thanks a lot. 73 is a pleasure sharing information with you, and thanks a lot for making contact with W1AW Portable 2. 73s to you, sir.
73s, Peter. K8DLB.
Thank you so much. K8DLB 73's clearing with you, sir, and W1AW Portable 2 is on the air and listening.
Kilo Yankee 4 Lima.
0 Alpha India Foxtrot.
Alpha India Foxtrot, I think. Stand by one momento. Kilo Yankee, go ahead.
Yeah, Kilo Yankee 4 Lima. Boy, you are sounding a bunch of good here. You got Jim, Juliet, India, Mike. I'm about 48 miles west of Knoxville, Tennessee, and I've got you by 10 over 9 here. Nice job, Brad.
Thank you very much. What is your first name again?
The name is Jim, Juliet, India, Mike.
Thank you, Jim. You're doing a whole lot good, too. Your audio just sounds very, very nice and strong, solid 5 and 8 signal here into Long Island, New York. Really appreciate the contact. Thanks a lot, Jim. 73s, have a good day. Be well. I believe there is a Alpha India Foxtrot listening.
Kilo 0 Alpha India Fox.
Roger. Victor Bravo, just stand by a second, if you will. Please stand by. Kilo 0 Alpha India Foxtrot. Good afternoon. My name is Peter. You're 10 over 9. Go ahead.
Hi, Peter. Thanks for the nice report there. You're, boy, 5'9" plus into Mike November here into Minnesota, where it is currently 8 degrees, and we've got about a foot and a half of snow on the ground. Go ahead.
I want to hear those weather reports. 8 degrees and a foot and a half of snow. Well, we're going to probably be due for that, but stay warm, and being in the shack is a good place to be. 73s to you, sir. Thank you. Victor Bravo Station.
Yeah, QSL, Echo, Italy 9, Foxtrot, Victoria, Bravo. You're 5959, QSL.
QSL, Echo India 9, Foxtrot Victor Bravo. Thank you. I think your name is the Clan. Please confirm that. 5 and 9 here as well into Long Island, New York. Welcome aboard, sir. Give me your name. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL, you got the name correct, Declan. Declan, QTH, the city of Cork, Charlie Oscar Radio Kilo. And WX here today, it's about 7 degrees Celsius and a lovely clear dry day, no snow, QSL.
Oh, that's good. 7 degrees Celsius. That's nice, and no strong winds as will, Declan. Well, a pleasure just making contact with you, and it's nice to speak to the first station in Europe today. So best of 73s to your good health, and thanks for making contact with Whiskey Alpha 1, Whiskey Portable 2. 73s, Declan. Have a good day.
73s, take care, bye-bye.
You too, 73s. QRZ.
Whiskey 3, Mike Charlie Echo.
November Ocean.
Station with Ocean, stand by a second. Victor, Whiskey 3, Mike Charlie Echo, 10 over 9. Go ahead.
You're also 10 over 9 here in Pennsylvania. Thank you.
Well, that's pretty good this time of day to get you on 20 meters Pennsylvania, where I'm also giving you a 10 over 9. Thanks a lot, sir. Welcome aboard. Thanks for being in the log. Station with Ocean in the call. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a kilowatt 5, November Ocean, KK5, Nancy Oscar. You're a good 5 and 9, maybe more, my friend. And the name on the side is Daryl. The name here is Daryl Denmark Alpha, Radio, Echo, Lima, and we're located in the state of Arkansas. Snowy Arkansas right now, and icy. So W1AW Portable 2 from KK5, Nancy Ocean.
Roger, KK5 Nancy Ocean. Thank you, Daryl. And yeah, not a day to be out there driving around, and that could be the sketchiest kind of weather of all. So glad you're inside, and thanks for the weather report. I do appreciate that. A lot of people around the country and the world, as what the fellow in Ireland wanted to know as well. 73 is good signal, and thanks a lot for making contact, keeping me company here for a while. We have another 35 minutes or so to go for my stint. 73, sir. Thanks a lot. 73s. QRZ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2 New York.
Whiskey Delta 4, Sierra.
Tango.
The Sierra station first. Go ahead.
Yeah, Whiskey Delta 4, Sierra. Handle here is John.
John, thank you. WD4SS. Thanks, John. Nice signal. 10 over 9 here into Long Island, New York. Appreciate making contact with us and making contact with the W1AW station, 73s. I think there's a station with Tango in the call.
Kilowatt Charlie 5, Lima Tango.
Yeah, I thought so. Kilo Charlie 5, Lima Tango. 20 over 9, and I'm not kidding. Great audio. Over to you.
Thank you. You're also 20 over 9 plus a little bit, and great audio. Spectacular signal down here in Tennessee.
Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. We aim for spectacular when we're in here, and my wife says, "What are you doing?" I'm saying, "I'm looking for spectacular." She said, "Are you sure you're on ham radio?" I said, "Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am, I am indeed." Anyway, 73s to you. Fantastic signal. QRZ, anyone, anywhere? Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2 New York. Roger, Kilo Echo 8, Victor Lima Kilo. Good afternoon to you, sir. And I'm going to have to comment. You're going to have to tell me the guitar. I can't get a good, clear picture of it. But is that you playing the guitar? I didn't even know if that's the guitar. Well, I can't tell. A nice long neck, but I can't tell the rest of it. Name is Peter. Go ahead.
Roger. Yes, sir, it is a guitar. I play locally and just cover bands and stuff. It's a fun hobby, just like ham radio. I view it a 5.9 plus 10 in Ohio.
Well, thank you for the 5.9 plus 10, and thank you so much for that great cover picture. Appreciate that. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2. Yes, Kilo 0 again, Kilo 0. got you. You may not think I do. Kilo 0 Victor India Romeo 5 and 6 from here to your mobile station. Go ahead.
Fine, Peter. Fine, Peter. Name here is Houston. Name here is Houston. You are 5 and 9 plus on the mobile here. Like I said, we are westbound I-70 passing through Topeka, Kansas. 73. Take care, my friend.
Houston, thank you so much. You take care too, and safe driving. Hope the weather is cooperating with you. Thanks a lot for making contact. Your signal came up to a 5 and 9. Really did. Nice signal. Good job. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, portable to New York.
November 9, Yankee Uniform Hotel.
What a nice signal. Yeah, and you know who you are. November 9, Yankee Uniform Hotel. 10 over 9, nice audio. Just really armchair copy. Beautiful copy, sir. Over to you.
Yes, I appreciate that, and you've got a very nice signal here in Illinois. Thank you.
All righty. Thanks for passing the compliments. I'm glad we both passed the test. 73 to you, sir. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, portable to New York.
Alpha Foxtrot 5, Mike November.
Alpha Foxtrot 5, Mike November, and there's a few other stations there. I'll make sure I pick you up. I'll hear as hard as I can. Alpha Foxtrot 5, Mike November, 5 and 8, sir. 5 and 8. Name is Peter. Pop Echo, Tango Echo, Romeo. Go ahead.
Here in North Texas, the name is John.
John, thank you so much for the report from North Texas. I appreciate that. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, portable to New York.
Kilowatt Fox 4, Hotel November.
Kilowatt Fox 4 Hotel November. Anybody that was around you, sir, would not be heard. Big signal 20 over 9 here into the New York headquarters for W1AW Portable 2. Go ahead.
Roger, Roger, Peter. Thank you for the flowers. I'll turn them to you. You're about 40 over here in Virginia. Go ahead.
Well, my pleasure. Thanks a lot. Enjoyed speaking with you in Virginia, and keep up the good work. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, portable to New York. Roger, Kilo Mike 4, Oscar Victor Hotel, 5 and 8, 5 and 8, here into Long Island, New York, W1AW headquarters. Go ahead. Well, thank you a whole lot very much, too, for getting on the air and keeping us company here in the waning minutes of Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, portable to New York. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, portable to New York, listening.
Kilowatt Echo 8, Helium 5, Uniform Sierra Tango.
The Tango station, just stand by a moment for me. Kilo Echo 8, Zulu Zulu, 5 and 9, go ahead.
5 and 9 Ohio, 5 and 9 Ohio.
Roger to 5 and 9 Ohio. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. The Tango station, come on in.
Kilo India 5, Uniform Sierra Tango.
Kilo India 5, Uniform Sierra Tango. Do I have that right?
Roger, Roger, 59, Louisiana, Lima Alpha.
Roger, Lima Alpha. And your name is David?
That's correct, over.
Thank you, David. And let me read from your QRZ page, because there are people on the Twitch TV stream that be interested. I'm a newly licensed operator, received by technician in April of 22. Congratulations. And general in June of 22. Passed an amateur extra on January 3rd, 2023. If I had the applause meter on, I would applaud you. I currently have a Yaesu FC100D with a 20-meter double bazooka dipole and 40-meter double bazooka dipole. Both are up 35 feet in inverted V configurations. Basically 100 watts on a wire. You bet. Good for you, David. Nice job, David, and congratulations. Over to you for any final comments. Well, you keep up the good work and keep on writing for QRZ. People love to read stories like that. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, portable to New York.
Whiskey America 2, Lima, Mike Charlie.
Okay, the mobile station, stand by a moment. The mobile station, stand by. Right now, Whiskey Alpha 2, Lima, Mike Charlie, with a very good-looking QSL card from Bull City. 10 over 9, sir. Go ahead.
QSL, you're also 10 to 20 overnight here in North Carolina. Beautiful signal, and thanks for what you do. Over.
Well, thank you so much. My pleasure. And I want to thank a lot of people for giving me the opportunity to do what I can do. And my wife and family, the first people, and my cats for letting us do this. Anyway, there's a mobile station. Stand by. The mobile station only. Go ahead. November 5, Foxtrot Tango Yankee, 5 and 5. Go ahead.
Roger, Roger. I've just been off the air for about 7 months and just getting back on and checking the radio.
Well, I can tell you, as Dr. Peter says your radio check out fine, the pulse is good, blood pressure is good, and keep up the good work. I think your name is Noel, is that correct?
Roger, Roger. Noel.
Well, no.
Having a little trouble with my ears on this end, but I was just, I'm like I said, I just plugged it all in, just trying it out, and trying to make sure I'm still motivating here. Thank you for coming back to me. This is November 5, Foxtrot Tango Yankee.
My pleasure, and thanks for putting the radio on the air, and it's sounding good, so keep up the good work. Don't change a thing, as people would say. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha, Whiskey Portable 2, listening.
Kilo Italy, 8 Zulu.
Well, I think Kilo Italy 8 Zulu, I think that station be declared illegal. The signal is too strong. Too strong. 40 over 9 here until Long Island, New York, sir. Go ahead.
QSL, you're about 20 over here in Michigan. Sounds good. 7, if your name here is Ed, Echo Delta.
Ed, thanks a lot. Great job. Sounds fantastic. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha, Whiskey Portable 2, New York. CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ. It's now 2:36 or so, plus or minus. Let me just get the exact time so I can tell everybody. I'm sure you're interested. Yeah, 2:36 p.m. We're going to be operating until 3 o'clock. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, that's Eastern Standard Time. W1AW, Portable 2 New York, CQ calling CQ. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere for the Volunteers on the Air event, which goes from now until December 31st, 2023. Each state and territory have 2 opportunities to operate. This is our chance, and we are ending our stint New York, the end of the day today. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 1 Alpha, Whiskey Portable 2. Roger, November 4, is that Echo Whiskey November? Go ahead.
Kilo, November 4, Whiskey Echo November out of Jacksonville, Florida. Name here is Ross. Whiskey Alpha Lima Tango. How are you doing today?
Well, we're doing fine. And let me just make 100% sure I got your call right. Kilo November 4, Echo Whiskey November. Is that correct? Roger. Okay, thanks a lot. I got that now. Kilo November 4, Whiskey Echo November. Thank you so much for that. 5 and 8 signal. 5 and 8. Go ahead. Roger, thank you so much for the report from Jacksonville. I appreciate that. You're doing well, too, and thanks for correcting the call for me. QRZ, this is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2 New York.
Whiskey 5, Radio Charlie Golf.
Yeah, big signal. Whiskey 5, Radio Charlie Golf, about 15 over 9. Go ahead.
QSL, you're about 10 over 9 on Mississippi. My name is Robert. Thank you so much. 73.
Robert, thank you so much again. Really appreciate the call to us. Thank you. 73s. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha, Whiskey Portable 2 New York. Kilo 6, Uniform Sierra Yankee. Good afternoon. 5 and 8. 5 and 8. Go ahead. My pleasure. Thanks for making contact with us, keeping me company, and getting your call into the Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2 log. QRZ. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ, anyone, anywhere, for the Volunteers on the Air station, brought to you by the ARRL. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2 listening. Whiskey Delta 0, Bravo India Alpha Mobile. Good afternoon. 5 and 7, 5 and 7 from here to your mobile station. Go ahead. Roger, thank you very much for Arizona mobiling and safe trip, and thanks a lot for reaching out to us here at the W1AW Portable 2 station, QRZ. Kilo Charlie 8 Papa X-ray, thank you. 5 and 8, 5 and 8. Go ahead. Oh, thank you, Bob, from Northeastern Ohio. I appreciate that report. Thank you so very much, and the best to you, and thanks for making contact with us. W1AW, Portable 2, New York, QRZ.
November 8, Delta Sierra, India.
Roger, November 8, Delta Sierra, India. Good afternoon. 5 and 7, 5 and 7. Go ahead.
59 here, also in Northeast Ohio. Name is Mike.
Thank you, Mike, for Northeast Ohio, and thanks for the 5-7 signal report. I appreciate that. And thanks for keeping us company here at the W1AW Portable 2 station, QRZ.
Kilo Golf 5, Yankee Juliet Whiskey.
I got you. Kilo Juliet 5, Yankee Juliet Whiskey. Kilo Juliet, Kilo what? Let me get this right. Kilo Golf 5, Yankee Juliet Whiskey. Do I have that right?
Roger, Roger. 5-8 Alpha Romeo.
Thank you for 5-8 Alpha Romeo, and you're definitely a strong 5-9 to 10 over 9. Best of 73s to you, and be well. Thanks so much, Jeff. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2.
Kilo 1-8 Romeo Golf India.
Roger, 2 stations there. I think there's a Romeo station, but hold on for a moment. Kilo 8 Romeo Golf India, 10 over 9. Go ahead.
Let me give you a signal report on the next go-around. Name here is Bob. I've worked on CW on several bands. This is the first phone contact.
Well, great. I'm glad this was. I really appreciate that very, very much. Thank you. Yeah, and your signal's coming up to a nice 10 over 9. Go ahead.
You're 20 over S9 in Northeast Ohio. I'm operating remotely. I'm currently in Key Largo, Florida. Temperature here is 81 degrees and sunny.
81 and sunny. Everybody hear that? Everybody can boo you at once. Boo. Anyway, thanks a lot. Doing a great job with the portable station. Audio, most importantly, sounds good. I think there's a Romeo station in the queue. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kilowatt Delta 7 Hotel Romeo. You copy?
I sure do. Kilo Delta 7 Hotel Romeo. Yeah, I thought I heard the Romeo part at the end. That really comes through here. 10 over 9, sir. 10 over 9. Go ahead.
Oh, very good signal from 100 watts out of a dipole in the attic. Thanks very much. Appreciate coming back to me. And you are 5x7, 5x7 here in Southwest Papa Alpha Golf.
Well, that's pretty darn good. That really is. And you don't need a whole lot to really put out a nice signal. And propagation certainly is in our favor. You're doing a great job. What is your first name, by the way? Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. The first name is Gregor. Golf Romeo Echo Golf Echo Romeo Gregor. Located here just a little bit north of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Go ahead.
Gregor, thank you. Appreciate that. You're in the log and everything is properly documented. So Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey gives me a good mark. 73 is yours, sir, and thanks a lot for making contact with us. And thanks for your patience holding on while we talk with the other stations. 73s to you, the best of 73s. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, 73 to you, my friend. Take care.
And you do too, Gregor. Thanks. QRZ. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York. My home call is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor. Name is Peter. QRZ.
Kilo Fox 8, Germany.
I think it's. Let me see if I got that right. Is it Kilo Fox 8, Germany?
QSL. Name is Bob. You're 5-9 near Cleveland, Ohio. QSL.
Oh, Bob, I certainly do. Thanks for the 5-9 near Cleveland. You're 5 and 9 here as well into the North Shore of Long Island, New York. 73s. QRZ.
Alpha 4, Bravo Sierra.
Alpha 4, Bravo Sierra. 10 over 9. Go ahead.
Roger. Yeah, I got you 10 over as well here in Northeast Tennessee.
Thank you for 10 over Northeast Tennessee. I appreciate that very, very much. Best of 73s. Let me just make 100% sure. It's Alpha. Let me see. Alpha 4, Bravo Sierra.
Roger. Yep. New call sign for me came in today. Previous call was Whiskey 2, Bravo Radio November.
Oh, congratulations. Wear out that call. It's a very, I love it. Very nice call. 73s and have fun with it. And it's an honor for me to be one of the first persons that listened to that call. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, QRZ.
W4 London, Japan, Kilo.
Roger. Whiskey 4, let me see. Is it London? I think it's London, Japan, Kilo. Do I have that right?
Roger. Whiskey 4 London, Japan, Kilo. The name is Doug. We're located in central North Carolina. Your signal report is 5 and 9 plus. 5 and 9 plus. Over.
Doug, thank you so much for the 5 and 9 plus. Yep, you're 5 and 9 as well, and sounding good here at the W1AW station. Thanks for making contact with us, and the best and healthiest of 73s to you. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York.
Kilo Charlie 3 Kilo Radio Zulu.
The Kilo Charlie 3 stand by. There's a Whiskey 5 station. Come on in.
Whiskey 5 Kilo Delta Golf.
Roger. Whiskey 5 Kilo Delta Golf 5 and 7. 5 and 7. Go ahead.
All right, you are a 5-9 plus here into Central Arkansas. 5-9 plus into Central Arkansas. QSL.
I certainly QSL a 5-9 plus into Central Arkansas. Thanks so very much. 73s. I think there's the Kilo Charlie station.
Kilo Charlie 3 Kilo Radio Zulu.
I got that. Thanks so much for your patience. Kilo Charlie 3 Kilo Radio Zulu. Thank you so much. Good afternoon to you. My name is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo, and you're 10 over 9 here into the headquarters for W1AW Portable 2. Go ahead.
QSL, copy 5-9, here in Waterford, Pennsylvania. Thanks for the QSO.
My pleasure. Thank you so much from Waterford, Pennsylvania. Thank you very much. Best of 73s to you, and have a wonderful rest of the day. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York. I think it's Golf 4 Italy Radio November. Do I have that right?
Yeah, Roger. You're 5 and 9. The name here is John, John, over.
Roger, John, from I think Shrewsbury, if I'm not mistaken. I think you may be in the log on an earlier day. Thanks, John. Excuse me. Nice signal, 5 and 9 here into Northport, New York, Long Island. And let me tell you, my beam is pointed west, and we know you're not west, John. Go ahead.
Well, thank you. I'm just running 400 watts into a hex beam, and I have a good takeoff to the States, so that helps. But nice to see you again. You worked in 2014, I see here. I don't know if that was you, but that's when I last worked this call time. Have a nice day, 73s, and great to see you again. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you, John. Yep, that was me in 2014. In fact, I'm thinking back. Yeah, I may have just gotten that call sign, inherited from a wonderful gentleman who passed on, obviously, who was in the U.S. military, had a decorated career, and I searched for that call sign, and I'm happy to have it. So 73s, John, thanks a lot, and thanks for making contact with us. And I can just imagine if my beam was on you. That 400 watts is working very hard. And I got to tell you, let me ask you a question. That hex beam that you've had, has it been pretty sturdy for you, John? Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Actually, I'm running a remote station. My station is about 5 miles away from where I'm operating. I've got internet at home, and I have a 4G cell phone connection at the site, and it's a 45 foot tower with a hex beam on top. It's a very exposed location, about 750 feet above sea level, but with a great takeoff to the USA, but it's exposed to the weather. But the hex beam has been marvellous. It's been great on every band. Obviously, it helps by the fact that it's at an elevated location, but it works really well, over.
Well, thank you for that report. Yeah, because I have a friend that has a limited amount of real estate in his yard, and he's looking for the smallest footprint he can get. And I know that the hex beam does not take a lot of real estate if constructed the way you need to do it. Well, thank you, John, for that. And the remote location really is performing very, very well. Best of 73s to you, and cheers and beers to you. Best of 73s, John. Thanks for saying hello to W1AW Portable 2 today. Be well and have a good rest of the evening.
Yeah, great to meet you again, Peter. All the best and have fun.
73's John, thanks a lot. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York.
Kilowatt Oscar Falls, Papa Echo Oscar.
Roger, the station, I think with Papa, hold on a moment. A Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Echo Oscar. Do I have that right?
QSL, yeah, you said right. I'm running QRP, running 4 watts, Bowling Green, Kentucky there.
Well, 4 watts. I'll give you an honest report of 5 and 6. 5 and 6 with your QRP station. What kind of antenna are you running?
I'm running a 10 through 80 dipole antenna right now, and yeah, seems to be performing pretty well. So, yeah, appreciate that. Glad to make that contact.
Oh, David, that's wonderful. It really is. Very proud to have you in the W1AW log with your QRP station. Thanks a lot for experimenting with that. 73s. Thank you, sir. There's a station with Papa in the call. Go ahead.
Kilo Radio 0 Papa.
All righty, Kilo Radio 0 Papa. Thanks for your patience. A very good afternoon to you. My name is Peter, Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. Your name and location. Go ahead.
Very good, sir. I'm John, John, Juliet Oscar Hotel November, and I'm in Perth, Nebraska. I'm just checking the radio out on the venture. I think I've already worked W1AW stroke 2 20 years.
Thank you so much, John. Yeah, I'm looking at the log here, and I don't see your call up, so you're in the log. 20 meters, stroke 2. You could be on another band. I'm sure that's possible. But the radio sounds good, and the audio sounds good, so good job, and keep up the good work, as I like to say. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, W1AW Portable 2, New York. Whiskey 2, Alpha Charlie Yankee, good afternoon. 5 and 7, 5 and 7. Go ahead.
Thanks for another contact.
My pleasure for another contact. Thanks a lot, and thanks for working a station on another band. Appreciate that. The more the merrier. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2. CQ calling CQ. 9 minutes left for my stint. CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere. This is Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, calling CQ and listening. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. This is Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, W1AW, Portable 2, New York, calling CQ, CQ, Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2. CQ calling CQ, CQ calling CQ. Anyone, anywhere for the Volunteers on the Air Special Event Station from January until December 31st, 2023. This is the New York side of the stations, Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York. Listening. Victor Echo 7 again. I love to talk to British Columbia. Victor Echo 7, Italy, Alpha, Italy. Thank you. Good afternoon. 5 and 7 here into headquarters, portable station, W1AW. Over to you, sir.
5 and 8, coming in here loud and clear. 7-3.
Best of 73s to you, and thank you for the loud and clear. Can't expect anything more than that. Best of 73s to you, sir. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York. I hear a station with a foxtrot and a pop in the call. Go ahead. The Tango X-Ray Charlie, go ahead with your call. Yes, my pleasure. Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York, and looking for your call. This is Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey. Yeah, don't have your call. Please give me a call again. Yep, I hear you in there. Where are you located? I can swing my beam your way. Where are you located? Okay, let me get my beam over to you. I'll get my beam over to the Netherlands so I can get you in the log. Just stand by a little bit here and let me kind of swing it over there a little bit and get a little copy on that. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, and while the beam is heading over towards the Netherlands, let me just give you a little advertisement. This is the Volunteer on the Air station, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2, New York station, and we'll be on the air until December 31st, 2023. That's all 50 states and territories. Okay, let's see if we have a better copy on the Netherlands. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2. Give me your call one more time. There was another station that got involved there. Give me your call again. Is that Papa Alpha 7, Florida, Denmark, November? QSL, thank you. So this is a commemorative station, and I'll repeat that. Papa Alpha 70, Fox Delta, November. QSL? Oh, my pleasure. Thank you, and thank you for what you're doing. This is a special commemorative station commemorating the flooding disaster in the Netherlands in 1953. So thank you so much for that. My pleasure making contact with you. QRZ. Now the beam is northeast, but we'll keep it there. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2. Thank you, and thank you for your patience. Kilowatt 4, Mike Juliet Fox 5 and 7. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. You said this is a special event station. Can I get that information again?
Oh, my pleasure. Yes, it is. This is the Volunteer on the Air event, Volunteers on the Air, VOTA. That is brought to you by the ARRL. This is, each station has its own time in the slot. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2, New York. Go ahead.
Roger. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you so very much. A pleasure to work you. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Take care. You've got a beautiful 5-9 signal down here in Tennessee. The name here is Mike Indigo Kilo Echo. Take care. Have a great day, and thank you again for the contact.
Well, Mike, thank you very much. I appreciate the compliments. Thank you for the signal report, and thanks a lot for making contact with the special event station, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey. Last time we did this was in 2014. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York. I think, is there a Kilo Delta 1?
Kilo Delta 1, Hotel Foxtrot. And I'm visiting Palm Coast, Florida.
Well, okay, I hope you have a nice visit there in Palm Coast, Florida. Kilo Delta 1 Hotel Foxtrot. Your signal certainly is nice. 5 and 7 here into New York. Go ahead.
QSL, you as well. 5x7. Nice, loud audio and clear.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's what we aim for. We aim for clear. We like that. QRZ, anyone, anywhere, W1AW, Portable 2, New York.
Victor Alpha 3, Zulu Sierra.
Roger. Victor Alpha 3, Zulu Sierra. Thank you. 10/9 here into New York. Go ahead.
10/9 as well. Excellent audio. Thank you for the contact. 7-3, my friend.
And thank you for the report. I appreciate that. Best of 73s to you as well. QRZ. Kilo Bravo 8, Kilo Bravo. Good afternoon. 10/9 here until Long Island, New York. W1AW Portable 2. Go ahead with my report. We are. Thank you so much for the report. QRZ. Victor Echo 3, Tango Golf. Good afternoon. 5 and 8. 5 and 8. Go ahead. Thank you, 58 in Ottawa. I appreciate that. Best of 73s to you. QRZ.
November 2, Romeo Delta Tango.
Echo Bravo, Florida, stand by, please. The November 2, go ahead.
November 2, Romeo Delta Tango. You are 557 in North Carolina.
All right, Roger. November 2, Romeo Delta Tango. Thank you for the 5 and 7. You're 5 and 8 here into Long Island, New York. Thanks a lot for the report. The Echo Bravo Foxtrot, come on in. The Echo Bravo Foxtrot. Roger, is that Echo Alpha 2, Echo Bravo, Florida? Okay, thank you for the correction. Echo Alpha 7, Echo Bravo, Florida. I hope I have that right. Confirm that for me. You're 5 and 7, 5 and 7 here into W1AW Portable 2. Over to you. Pedro, thank you so much for the 5-9. I appreciate that, and thanks for correcting the call. QRZ, Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2.
Kilo 8, Queen, Bravo, Lima. Kilo 8, Queen, Bravo, Lima.
Roger, Kilo 8, Queen, Bravo, Lima. Good afternoon. 5 and 7 here into W1AW, New York. Go ahead.
You are 5 and 8 into Cincinnati, Ohio. Nice signal, sir. Thank you for your work today.
My pleasure. It was a pleasure. The time went by very quickly. Thank you. I appreciate that. 73s and you're 5 and 7 here into W1AW Portable 2 headquarters. QRZ. The Italy Yankee Mike, go ahead. QSL, Italy Sierra, let's see, Italy Sierra 0, Italy Yankee Mike. Do I have that right? I copy 5-8 in Sardinia. Thank you, Giuseppe. I appreciate that very much. And buona fortuna. Ciao, ciao, Giuseppe. Gracias. Thank you. Gracias. 73s. Ciao, ciao. QRZ. Whiskey 1, Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York.
November 1, Echo Papa.
November 1, Echo Papa. Gotcha. Thank you. 5 and 8. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the 5 and 8. You're 5 and 9 to the state of Maine. The state of Maine, over.
Oh, that's pretty good. Thank you. Yeah, I've moved my antenna over towards Europe, so glad to get you. You're 5 and 9 as well here into Long Island, New York. 73s.
73 and 1EP.
Thank you to you. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2.
Whiskey 9, November Zulu.
Whiskey 9, November Zulu. Good afternoon. 5 and 9.
You're 5 and 7, 5 and 7 near Chicago, Illinois.
Thank you for 5 and 7 near Chicago. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. 73s. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York.
Golf 4, Whiskey Sierra Hotel.
Roger, Golf 4, Whiskey Sierra Hotel. Good afternoon. 5 and 8 here into W1AW Portable 2 headquarters. Go ahead.
Roger, 5 and 7, 5 and 8. Good signal from New York. Sorry, I missed the personal name. And many thanks for pulling me out there.
Well,
So Whiskey Portable, New York, Golf 4, Whiskey Sierra Hotel, Jim.
Hiya, Jim. My pleasure. It wasn't hard pulling you out, especially with a 5 and 8 signal, Jim. Golf 4 Whiskey Sierra Hotel. My pleasure. You're in the log, and thank you so very, very much for making contact with us. Best of 73s, Jim, and I think you're in Cornwall, Jim. 73s.
Yes, that's correct. Near the town of Truro. 73, and good luck.
Thank you so very much. Great area, beautiful country. 73, sir, and thank you so much. QRZ, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable 2, New York. The Echo uniform. Thank you so much. Let me make sure I have the call. Golf 7 Hotel Echo uniform. Is that correct? Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate that. 5 and 7. 5 and 7 into Long Island, New York. And let's see, 45, 55. Yeah, I'm about on you, more or less. Not the greatest time of the day for Europe, but you're in the login. Thanks for making contact with W1AW, Portal to New York. Best of 73s. Well, good luck to you as well, and good health. QRZ, anyone, anywhere. Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable to New York. Okay, that's about it. I'm over my time. It's 20:04, so hopefully someone will pick it up somewhere here on one of the bands. 73s, everybody. It was a pleasure. This is Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey, Portable to New York. Volunteer on the air representative for New York, saying 73s and going QRT.
November Bravo 6 Oscar.
November, yeah, no problem. November, Bravo 6 Oscar. I don't always tell the truth. Thank you so much, sir. 10:09 here into Long Island, New York.
Oh, QSL, I appreciate it. You're also 5'9" in Kentucky today, over.
My pleasure. What's your first name?
My name is Dave, Delta Alpha Victor Echo.
Oh, thank you, Dave. My pleasure, and thanks so very much for keeping us company and making contact with a special event station, Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable 2. Best of 73s, Dave. QRZ, before we leave, W1AW, Portable 2.
Kilo Romeo 4 Fox Kilo.
Kilo Romeo 4 Fox Kilo. As long as there's stations, I'll stay here. 10:09, sir. Go ahead.
Thank you for that signal report. Yes, sir. I'll have to look again to see what it was on your next one, but good signal here into Tennessee. 5-9.
Well, thank you so much for that report. Thank you. And if you're interested, we have a stream going through Twitch TV, and we're about 2 hours and look at that, 2 hours and 29 minutes. Yeah, I've been operating also off the radio as well, so that's why it's a little longer. Anyway, 73s to you, sir, and hopefully my report is pretty good. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. You're a good 10 over 9 here into Tennessee, into the mountains here.
All righty, we'll put that 10:09 into the report card. Thank you so very much. QRZ, last call, anyone, anywhere, W1AW, Portable to New York. Okay, W1AW, Portable to New York, closing down QRT.
Kilowatt X-ray 9, David X-ray.
Okay, kilo, let me get that down. Kilo X-ray, let me get that. Kilo X-ray 9, is that David Kilo?
Kilowatt X-ray 9, Delta X-ray KX9DX.
Roger, got that. KX9DX. Good afternoon. Thank you so much. Name is Peter. Pop Echo Tango Echo Romeo. Nice signal. 10:09 plus here into W1AW land in New York. Go ahead.
Okay, Peter, very good. You're 5 and 9 plus 10 into East Central Indiana this afternoon. Good signal here. Just wanted to stop by and say hello. You got a good signal. Go ahead.
Well, thank you for stopping by. We really appreciate it and saying hello and keeping us company. So the best of 73s to you, and thanks a lot for being in our log. QRZ, thank you. 73s, W1AW, Portable 2.
Okay, very good. 73. My handle's Rick, Radio Italy Charlie Kilo. So long for now.
Oh, thank you, Rick. Got that in the log. Thanks, Rick. 73s, be well.
Bye-bye.
73s, sir. All right, this is W1AW, Portable 2, New York, QRT.
Whiskey Delta 4, Japan, India, X-ray, Mobile.
Whiskey Delta 4, Japan, India, X-ray, Mobile, 5 and 7. Go ahead.
Copy of 5 and 7. Now you're about 5 and 7 as well here in Virginia, QSL.
QSL, 5 and 7 in Virginia. Thank you, and safe traveling. Thanks a lot for contacting W1AW, Portable 2, 73, sir.
Okay, 73.
Be well, be safe. QRZ, W1AW, Portable 2. Okay, W1AW, Portable 2, New York is hopefully finally going QRT. Okay, anyway, for those here, I am now off the radio, and I am on Twitch only. And so, for those of you that will listen to the stream post this broadcast, which is January 31st, 2023, it is now 20:09:44 UTC, or 3:09 Eastern Standard Time. I want to thank everybody for maybe stopping by at one point or another to say hello to our station, and any comments would be appreciated. Anything at all that you'd like to see me broadcast, I'd love to hear about that. I'm going to be doing some training on amateur radio, and if there are any specific subjects that you'd like us to cover, feel free to certainly make me aware of that. You can send it to me at W2JV@amsat.org. So 73s, everybody, and we will be seeing you down the log, as they say. This is Whiskey 2 Juliet Victor, my home call, or Whiskey 1 Alpha Whiskey Portable to New York, signing off.